see lots of spiky things coming off the side of it. Okay,
Swings.
are both of these ready? Both of these runners ready to go?
Can
Got ready from everybody?
we need to do it in chat.
Yes, we do. I am ready, so just, well, do it in chat and tell me over audio as well, so.
Okay, I'll let Myth do the countdown.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Alrighty. So welcome to Demon's Sword. This is really a race to see who can get 5 keys. And keys are important because you have to upgrade your ninja stars. By the end of the game, the ninja stars are actually more powerful than the sword, so it's really important to get those keys to power up your stars.
See,
So-
now I thought keys open doors.
They do open doors, and inside of the doors are where you find the power upgrades for
Okay.
your ninja stars. Yeah, but not only that, you have to pick the right doors. If you go in the wrong door, you'll find a mini boss. So, you do not want to waste the time that it takes to fight the mini boss. The reward is definitely not worth it. So you will see us both farming at some point throughout the run, perhaps multiple times. Though not on the first stage. The farming doesn't happen until stage 2. The first stage is pretty straightforward. Let's take out that samurai. We're ready to go. So this stage has the first upgrade, so we will have to farm a little bit to find a key, and hopefully we'll get some health as well. Health works a little weird in this game. You'll see that when they start dropping items, the red orbs refill your life, and the black orbs actually extend your life bar. But only after you run out of health. So health upgrades don't actually help you at all until you run out of health. Kind of a weird mechanic. So I'm farming for keys because I'm really close to the upgrade. And RNG is kind of a pain in this game. Let's see how it works out for me. Not so well so far. It's giving me everything except for the thing that I want. So, there it is, finally. Alright. And so the other thing with RNG is that only every other enemy can drop an item. So only every other enemy gives you a chance of dropping an item, and the item that's dropped is totally random. And so now I'm actually farming for more keys and then hopefully a power-up for the next boss, which I like to call Japanese George Washington due to his hairdo.
Looking forward to that. It looks like Mother Brain has a bit of a lead, about 20 seconds, I think. He's
So he must have got
looking
lucky
for
with
those keys. Yeah, he seems to be getting pretty lucky with keys. He's got two. He's got the 2 power, and he's got 2 extra keys.
Nice. So I need to farm for yet another key here. There we go. That wasn't so bad. Oh, that jump was bad though.
So
This
even
stage-
though you guys both just beat the boss at the exact same time, but because he's ahead on keys, it's not quite as close as it is, right?
It makes a huge difference, yeah.
Mm.
Getting keys is a major part of this game. So 5 keys is really what you want, and outside of farming for keys, the game is pretty much the same every run through. Just waiting for that random RNG to come through for you. So I got a key pretty fast actually on this stage. Thankfully. So this boss here, I like to call the Japanese Pope. He's actually one of the easiest bosses in the game. He can only damage you by shooting little beams out of his magic wand there, which he doesn't fire very often if you play it right. So he's pretty easy. And I'm gonna have to farm keys once again, unfortunately.
Yeah, the RN key is what's gonna kind of make the final call here.
Oh yeah, that is
But it
undoubtedly.
can go one way and it can go the other. Although it looks like Mother Brain died to this boss. I saw him fighting him, and then now he's fighting him again.
Oh wow, that's unfortunate. Oh shoot, that was another key that I. Oh wow, that was another key, and they both went off screen. That's wonderful. Anyway, I was gonna say something. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the other thing, you know, if I was doing a world record run of this, I would actually be resetting like crazy. If you ever come watch me play this on stream, I basically just keep resetting until I get at least one key drop at the very beginning of the game, because it's not worth wasting all that time farming for keys usually. But during a race, we don't have that luxury, so.
You just charge forward and make do with what you get.
Yep, gotta hope for the best. I'm actually doing great on health, which is fantastic. Sometimes you get only keys and then you don't get any health, and then that causes problems at the end of the game. This boss that we have here is Satan himself, which you would think might be the last boss, but they're going to give it to us about halfway through the game instead. He's pretty easy, especially since I grabbed an invincibility power-up. You just have to watch out for his club. Otherwise, he's not too difficult at all. I'm also skipping the cutscenes here. I wish I didn't have to skip the cutscenes because they're pretty awesome, but during the cutscenes, you'll actually see him find pieces of his sword, and if you've been paying attention, you'll notice that the sword is getting longer and longer as the game goes on. So, keep farming again. This only has to happen 2 more times. I only need 2 more keys. This is being a particularly stingy level. Come on. Oh man, this is really bad. There we go, finally. Alright, this is another vertical level, unlike most of the levels that we've seen. And I love this one the most because it's actually, the entire level is made out of bones, as you can see. It's really cool. Ooh, I should have picked up that key. Wow, the upside on farming for keys is that I've got a ridiculous amount of health. Like, just absolutely insane. So that is a good thing. I'm not worried about health going into the last 2 stages in the final boss. And I've only just got a little bit more farming left. I'm just about at the last boss. There's my last key, that's good. This last boss you might recognize. It's Japanese George Washington's blue brother. I like to call him Randall Washington. Again, I grabbed an invincibility power-up, which makes this boss fight so much easier than it would be otherwise. So we've got 2 stages left. I've already got my key, finally. Finally, I got good key drops, so this stage should be a piece of cake. So there is a lot of running involved, as with most stages. So my shuriken is actually as powered up as I'm going to go. There's actually one more shuriken power-up that you can get, but you have to kill a mini-boss in the final stage to get it. So it's not worth the time that it takes to kill that mini-boss. The mini-boss is actually really, really hard. I think perhaps even harder than the final boss. So, whew. So this run's actually gotten a lot better since finally started giving me some keys.
Yeah, you're about 20 seconds ahead of Mother Brain.
That's good. I'm not doing great on the on the movement on this stage, but that's all right. Okay. Now this boss that I'm coming up to, I actually don't have a name for. I like to give names to the bosses in this game, but I don't have a name for this one. So if anybody in chat has a good name for this boss, please feel free to let me know. Pretty easy boss. You just kind of got to keep your distance because it's got that force field going on. If you touch that, it's basically instant death. But when the force field drops, you just blast it with as many shurikens as you can. And of course, the force field's random, so you have no idea when that's going to happen. It's like most things in this game.
So you are both fighting this boss now.
Yeah, it's kind of a long boss fight. So this is the final stage, definitely the most dangerous stage, but I got lots of health, so that's a good thing. The thing I'm watching out for on this stage are those blue and white archers. They deal the most damage in the game besides the bosses. And they are very annoying because they just pop out of nowhere and shoot you without any warning. It's all random, so basically just gotta keep swinging your demon sword like a madman. Hope that they don't get you. The demon sword is maxed out, as you can see too. It looks really cool. It looks pretty wimpy at the beginning of the game, and now it's a pretty awesome sword. So,
Man, I don't want to throw you off on your game, but you guys are actually neck and neck now.
that's awesome, actually. Probably come down to the final boss. There's actually one more little bit of farming that I like to do before the final boss to try and get a power up. So might come down to that little bit of RNG left. I don't know if he'll stop to farm or not. I bet he will, actually. It's so much easier to fight the boss if I can get a dart wheel or at least invincibility like that. So that was pretty good. So this final boss, at this point, my demon sword is actually pretty weak compared to the shurikens, so I'm just going to use shurikens only at this point. Where he reappears after I hit him is totally random, which makes this fight really annoying.
It's like Mother Brain stopping to farm here, so you've got a pretty big lead.
I'm about done. As soon as the screen goes black and says stage complete is when time is, and I've only got it's about time, so, and time.
There it is.
Great. What was my time?
I will let you know.
It was probably about a 12:10.
12:10?
Okay.
Yeah, that's not so bad. That's not so bad. World record's 10:24. So for race strats, that's actually a pretty good time.
Nice job, Mother Brain's just wrapping up this boss here.
Good. That was a decent run. The RNG was not good at all, but otherwise I played pretty well. So not much you can do about the RNG. Another odd thing about this game is that there are no credits. Just absolutely no credits at all. So I have no idea who made this game besides the publisher. But it's a pretty awesome game. I really recommend you check it out. Stop by my stream. I play it all the time. It's a really pretty simple game to get started in if you're interested in looking for a quick and easy game to get running.
Yeah, there's not many games that have such crazy jump mechanics.
Yeah, I actually really like that. There's a few subtle jumps that I didn't mention in the run that save you a lot of time. Those are probably the hardest parts of the run to learn, but other than that, it's a pretty straightforward run. It's a great game. I really fall in love with this game. It's a fantastic game. Is Mother Brain finished up?
He died once, he says
bummer.
in chat. To that, the Pope boss, I suppose, is how we'll refer to him.
That's too bad.
But yeah, that's pretty close, especially for a game as RNG dependent. That it could have been a blowout, but you have enough randomness, it kind of evens out.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely still a fair amount of skill involved. You have to know where to go and how to get there. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't mean to
that's too bad.
downplay that.
No,
aspect
no,
of
of course
it.
not. Of course not.
This is
Cool.
the best of NES after all. You are the best.
Well, great. Thanks so much for having us on stream. I've had a blast. And thanks to Motherbrain, too. I know he can't say much right now, but thanks so much for coming out and racing. It's been a great time.
All right, thank you very much.
Thanks. No, of course not.
That was Dig Shake and Motherbrain. You can follow their channels. I'm pretty sure if I type this